Hey everyone, this is Craig Proctor. How is everyone doing today? Hey, we're going to talk about an awesome topic here, which is referrals. How to dramatically increase the number of referrals that you get. I think we'd all agree that referrals are awesome, right? Referrals are like the number one type of business we want when they're basically calling you and saying, hey, my best friend used you or my uncle used you. I hear you're great. Come on over and get me. So they're easy, right? That's why we like them. People that are referred to you are like predisposed to working with you. That means it's easier, and we want to get lots of those. But I'm going to ask you a few questions here today about how you go about getting referrals. Some of you are already doing quite well with referrals, but if we really dig deep and I started asking questions about exactly what you do to get your referrals, you might not have this systemized as well as you should. So, and then others of you are still getting referrals and you're not really doing anything systematically to cause that to happen. So I call these accidental referrals. How many of you are getting accidental referrals? If you're already doing good without much effort, imagine what would happen if you actually tried, right? Imagine what would happen if you implemented what we're going to talk about today, okay? A very effective referral system. Just like everything else in your business, getting referrals needs to be systemized. Now, that's not where I started, right? When I got into real estate, I looked around at everyone else, what do you do to get referrals? You ask, do you know anybody? Do you know anybody? I felt kind of like bad asking for referrals. Why? Because it was self-serving. How many of you get that? I'm not going to say I felt bad, but it felt self-serving, right? Do you know anybody? Do you know anybody? So when we get into the business, I found myself like I'm pestering friends and relatives. I coach my son through sports, and one of the parents shows up every practice and every game. He's a real estate agent, and he's pushing his cards on the poor parents. After a couple of weeks, the parents are like, hey, dude, we get it. You're a real estate agent. We know. So I want to talk to you about something different than what you may be doing, something different than what you may have ever heard of before. I'm going to talk to you about a highly effective, systematic way to get referrals. So here's how this is going to work. I'm going to ask you a bunch of questions. So, if you can grab a pen and a pad of paper, that would be great. Some of you might be in your car and, you can't do that. But I'm gonna ask you some really good questions. I'm gonna lay this thing out for you, and by the time we're done, you're gonna say, Craig, this is awesome, and I want to do this. Okay, so maybe I'm getting ahead of myself, but I think that's how it's gonna work because I have taught what I'm about to teach you to thousands of real estate agents over the last 25 years. So I've got all my notes here on my phone, just so I don't forget any of these important questions. So let's start off by doing this. Let me know where you're from. Type into the comments now what marketplace you're in, because speaking of referrals, let's see if we can get you some referrals right now. I have a network of thousands of real estate agents. You're going to see maybe 100 of them or hundreds of them live over the next couple weeks watching this. Plus, this video here will be retargeted. It'll be served up to everyone that's in the Craig Proctor world. Like right now, because you've watched this, you are now pixeled automatically by Facebook, right? So how many of you have been on one of my Facebook Lives before? You've consumed some of my content on Facebook, right? Let me know in comments if that's you. So let me know where you're from so we can get you some referrals, okay? And let me know whether you came to me, you found out about me because you have been watching, you've been consuming my content on Facebook. That's another topic for a different day, but I'm going to show you how to do what I do. But most of you came to me because I'm on social media giving good content. That's my strategy. So we're going to do the same thing here today. So again, let us know where you're from. We'll see if we can get you some referrals. And let's get rock and rolling here. Our topic today is how do I get a lot of referrals without feeling like a beggar, without begging for the business, without pestering people, without it feeling self-serving, right? Because really the way this works is, hey, do you know anybody? Do you know anybody? Do you know anybody? Or, how many of you have been taught by sales gurus that the language you should use is, hey, if you know anybody that's thinking of buying or selling, it would be the biggest compliment that you could give me if you would refer them to me. Oh yeah, that works real well. As if your prospects, your clients and past clients are running around thinking about you all day. Oh, I wonder how I could, give Craig a compliment and refer him business. Look, we can do much better, and that's what we're going to talk about today, because we're going to deal with what's real, and we're going to deal with human psychology. Okay, so here's the first question I want to ask everybody, and type your comments into chat. Okay, type your comments into chat, and you can revisit this and watch this as many times as you want on my Facebook page at Craig Proctor. Okay, first question. Why do people send referrals to you? Why do people send referrals? Type into chat and let me know, why do you think it is that people send you referrals? Okay, so take care of that. Why do people send you referrals? Why do you think they send you referrals? Many of you are going to type in, because I do a good job. Okay, they send me referrals because I do a good job. However, I imagine you do a good job for most of your clients, maybe all your clients, right? But they don't all send you referrals. So that can't be it, right? You do a great job for all your clients, but they don't all send you referrals. However, when I ask most real estate agents, why do people refer business to you? Oh, it's because I do a great job. It has to be more than that. Okay, so we're going to talk about why people really will send you referrals. And it's not just because you do a good job, because you do a good job for lots of people and you don't get referrals. Question number 2, how do people know to send you referrals? How do they even know to send you referrals? And you might say, type into chat, let me know. Like, how do people know to send you referrals? Let us know in the comments. How do they even know? Some of you will type in, well, they know to send me referrals because I ask them. Okay, so how many of you ask your prospects, you ask people for referrals? Okay, if you ask people if you don't ask, they don't know, right? And that might be why you're not getting a lot of referrals, because people don't know why they should refer people to you. So how do people know to refer you business? You're going to ask. Okay, that begs the next question. What is your referral offer? If you agree that if you want referrals, you need to ask for referrals, right? That would be better, then the words that come out of your mouth are really, really important. So what is your referral offer? Is your referral offer like, you know anybody? You know anybody? You know anybody who's thinking of buying or selling? Do you know anybody that might know somebody? It would be the biggest compliment you can give me. Guys, we can do seriously better than that, right? So next question is, when is the best time to ask for referrals? When is the best time to actually ask for referrals? Let me know in comments, type into comments, when do you think it is? Is it when you first meet them? Is it at closing? Is it after closing? Is it somewhere during the process? Let me know in comments when you think is the best time to ask a prospect or ask people for referrals. If it's a buyer or seller, I'm going to give you the answer. You want to be programming your buyers and sellers for referrals right from the beginning, right? As soon as the buyer signs a buyer agency agreement, which should be, by the way, at the beginning, not when you're getting the offer signed, because you don't even really need it then. And the seller should be programmed to send you referrals as soon as they list their property with you. In fact, it's part of the presentation. It's part of the listing and buyer presentation. At the end, once we have them signed to the listing agreement or the buyer agency agreement, what we're going to do is we're going to program them using the right language, okay, to make sure that they understand our referral offer and that they understand what's in it for them to send you referrals. Not only what's in it for you, but what's in it for them. Okay, so the best time to ask for referrals or to program the prospects for referrals is at the beginning of the relationship, not at the end of the relationship. If you wait until closing to start asking and programming them for referrals, it's too late, because now the transaction's closed. They're more worried about decorating their house or doing their landscaping. You see, what happens is, as soon as the seller lists their home, right, what happens? The realtor, leaves their house. They get on the phone. They call their friends and relatives. They say, hey, we've listed our house and we're moving. They go to the work the next day. They tell their coworkers about their moving plans. The next day, the for sale sign goes on their property. All their neighbors come over. They're talking about real estate. Do you see? You want to plug yourself in to these natural conversations the buyers and sellers are having anyway. Whether you do this or you don't do this, understand these natural conversations are going to happen anyway. So you want to plug yourself in at the beginning of the relationship, not at the end. And then you're going to continue to program them for referrals all the way through the transaction. So how are we going to do this? What's going to be our referral offer? What do I mean by programming them? If you tell people about something that they're interested in, something that's in it for them, it's going to benefit you if you do this the right way. So, next question. You guys liking this, by the way? If you like this stuff, don't be shy. Smash the like button. Okay, smash the like button. Turn on notifications, because whenever I go live, you'll automatically get my stuff. So, like this. Give me a thumbs up, maybe a little heart, okay, and turn on notifications. So we've talked about, why do people send you referrals, right? You said because they do a good job. Well, not true, because lots of people do a good job for don't send you referrals. We talked about how people even know to send you referrals. We talked about when is the best time to ask or program your clients to send you referrals. Here's the next thing. Next question is, what do you give them if they send you a referral? Let me know in comments. Do you like, well, hopefully at least at a minimum, you call them and thank them, right? If you don't at least call them and thank them, what are you programming your client to think? Well, holy cow, I mean, I did a biggie. I sent this agent, I sent you a referral, and I didn't even get as much as a thank you. So you want to make sure that when they send you a referral, okay, that you reinforce that activity and you call them and at least thank them. But how many of you do more than just thanking the prospect? How many of you would give them a gift? Let me know in comments. Would you give them a gift like you give them, I don't know, a bottle of wine? You give them a gift certificate for Panera Bread? You take them out for dinner? Some of you might give them cash, but you would give them something. Now, here's the problem with this strategy. Whatever you're giving them, let's say it's a bottle of wine or a gift certificate for Panera Bread that's worth $50. What you're saying, unbeknownst to you, is the referral is worth $50, right? So it's a trade, right? You give me a referral and I give you a bottle of wine, or I give you a gift certificate. So at best, it's a trade. So I want to show you something we can do that's much better than this. What I want you to think about is something that you really believe in. We call this worthy cause referral marketing. I know that for all of you, there's something that's touched your life. Okay, there's something. It might be cancer. It might be heart stroke. It might be homelessness. It might be, I'll give you a couple of examples here. Your local sick kids hospital. But there's something, okay, I may not know all of you, but I know this. There's something that's touched your life that you really believe in. So the way this worked is I'm in Toronto, and I started off with Sick Kids Hospital, okay, here in Toronto. And this is the little marketing piece, okay, the little marketing piece that I got my buyers and sellers to sign off on at the beginning of the relationship. So let me read this to you. It says, your referrals help the children. Help us help the kids. The Craig Proctor team believes in giving back to those in need in our community. When you refer a family member to us who's considering a move, you're helping a sick child in real need, because for every house we sell this year, we're donating a portion of our income to Toronto Sick Kids Hospital. Okay, so that's just an example. So here's the question now. Now what's it worth? If you send me a referral and I donate $500 or $1,000 or whatever to the local sick kids hospital, what is saving the life of a child worth? Is that better than a bottle of wine or a gift certificate? So, and here's why this works, because it's something you believe in. For me, it's sick kids because I had a daughter actually in the hospital for many months. But let me give you another example. Here's one of my members in San Diego, California. His name is Jim Buttrell, and Jim Buttrell was in the military. He's a Marine. And so when he got into real estate, his worthy cause became Wounded Warriors. So this is what his says. Forgive me for reading, but this is what it says. We're on a mission to raise $2,500 for Wounded Warrior homes. We'll donate $500 in your name for each buyer or seller that you refer us that leads to a successful sale. Wounded Warrior Homes is a nonprofit organization that services medically discharged single men and women in our armed forces. Traumatic brain injury, post-traumatic stress disorder. Wounded Warrior Homes provide safe long-term housing for those men and women who are returning from overseas and transitioning back into society. Do you guys see how that works? What's your worthy cause going to be? Let me show you how to market this. Okay, it's going to be on your business cards. It's going to be on your email signature. It's going to be on all of your marketing, what you believe in. What is your worthy cause? Now, it's a win-win-win, right? Because when Jim gets a referral, right, he donates to something he believes in, which is Wounded Warriors. He's a Marine, right? So it's something he believes in. It actually helps the cause that he believes in, and he gets more referrals because of it, and he can do a great job for more people, which helps all the people that are referred to Jim because they get a great agent instead of ending up with a lackluster realtor. How many of you like this idea? Okay, this is just a little bit of what I teach. Okay, I teach you how to systematically do everything better in your business. And if someone could type this domain into chat, I want to invite you all to a training that I'm doing, a 3-day training. If someone could type in Proctor, my name, Coach Proctor.com/live. Okay, so CoachProctor.com/live. That's where I'd like you to go. I want you to check this out because this is just part of what I'm going to be revealing to you. I want to show you all the marketing. You don't have to have a creative bone in your body. All you have to do is copy what's already successfully being done by thousands of other Craig Proctor members. But let's ramp up your referral business. Let me show you how to market this. Let me show you the scripts. Let me show you all the collateral information. In fact, how many of you would like this? If you would like to get a copy of mine, type into comments the word referrals. Type into comments referrals. I'll get you a copy of this. Folks, real estate becomes a lot better when you're talking about something you really believe in and you're helping people that are predisposed to working with you. How many of you would agree? People that are referred to are a gift, right? Forget cold calling people or calling thousands of unqualified leads, buying leads from Zillow or Realtor. They're not even real leads. They're like scrape leads. They don't know who you are. They don't want to talk to you. How about this? How many of you agree that you're even annoyed when your phone goes off? How many of you are annoyed when your phone rings? And you're in real estate sales, right? Like we should be wanting the phone to ring because we're in real estate sales. But folks, people aren't answering the phone today. People don't want, your phone call is unwelcomed. Okay, it's an unwelcome phone call. You know yourself, when your phone rings, if you don't know who it is, you're probably not going to answer it. In fact, the way many of you have your phone set up is if the prospect isn't in your contacts, your phone doesn't even ring. Folks, we've got to be smart by doing this by referral. Let me help you, okay? Now, evidence of this, okay, this guy I just talked about, Jim Buttrell in San Diego, he does about $3 or $4 million in GCI. When he got out of the military, he was making like $100,000 a year. I've got him up to $3 or $4 million in GCI. There's another guy in San Diego. His name is John Reeves. You can Google any of these people. John Reeves, R-E-E-V-E-S. He's the top agent in all of San Diego County doing this referral thing. He was also in the Marines. Sarah Reynolds is one of my clients. She's the #1 Keller Williams agent in the world for earning commissions, for commissions earned, and she does this too. She's been one of my students now for over 10 years. When Sarah started with me, her and her mother, Debbie, she was making $300,000 a year. Last year, she made over $1 million a month. Every month, she made $14 million last year during COVID. So again, if someone could type that domain in into chat, it's Coach Proctor, coachproctor.com/live. When you get there, you're going to see like a really cool presentation on what I'm going to teach you, including the agenda. But what I'm going to teach, and this is coming up real fast, I'm going to give you a systematic lead generation, like smart, modern lead generation that will crush it for you. I'm going to show you how to be the agent of choice in your marketplace, how to create massive omnipresence, and then I'm going to teach you how to get the buyers and sellers contacting you. If you agree they don't pick up the phone, they're hard to reach, and when you reach them, you're unwelcomed, we got to find better ways to do this, right? How about your presentation? Would you like to know the ingredients of the best listing presentations in the world? I work with those clients. I am going to lay out exactly what components, what pieces your listing presentation and buyer presentation they have to have, what needs to be said, the order that needs to be presented, systemize it so you can just go do it over and over again. Okay, what about the technology that you need? What about the CRM? How would you like everything laid out to you and explained to you? How about when you're recruiting and growing your team? If you hang with me, what's going to happen in short order is you won't be able to go out all the business. You'll have to hire people at some point if you want to grow this big. But let's face it, that's what a real business is. How many of you know, name me in comments the name of a business that doesn't have people. All businesses have people, right? So I want to show you kind of your exit strategy, how to grow this business big and slowly step out of it by hiring people to do most of the work. Exactly what I did. That's how I became the #1 RE/MAX agent in the world within 36 months of having my license. I didn't even have my license for 3 years, and I was already making millions of dollars. I became the top agent in the entire world for RE/MAX over and over and over again. I did that, and I did this without killing myself because I set up the marketing system, I set up the technology, and I set up the people. Guys, you don't have to reinvent the wheel. Just come and check it out. I'm going to be interviewing all these people I'm talking about here. I'm going to be interviewing them over this training that I'm doing. You should check it out. I'm going to dig deep, do a deep dive, have them explain everything they're doing, show you how to systemize your business, and show you how to get to the next level, okay? That's what smart people do. Just copy what's successfully being done by other agents. You'll take a massive shortcut to success. Who doesn't want to do that? So let's get back to referrals here. How many of you have learned something today? Okay, you've learned something today about a referral system that it just might work better than the way you're doing it. So let me go over these points again, just so make sure you got it here. Got to pull it up on my phone. Okay, point #1. Okay, if you're writing this down, point #1, why do people send you referrals? Why do people send you referrals? Oh, because I do a great job. Well, that helps. That helps if you do a great job, but just because you do a great job doesn't guarantee you're going to get referrals. Okay, next point was, how do they even know to send you referrals? Well, I ask them, well, what's your referral offer? Well, my referral offer is, you know anybody? Or to be the biggest compliment, weak. That's a weak offer. What is the best time to ask for referrals? Boom, as soon as you meet them and all the way through the process. But don't do it in a way that pesters them. Don't be like the son on the hockey team that I coached, where the parent, the realtor, showing up every practice, every Saturday and Sunday, handing out his business cards. Do you know anybody? Do you know anybody? Look, that made my skin crawl. I don't know how he felt, but when he was doing that every week, it made my skin crawl. And every parent in the team felt the same way. Folks, there's a better way to do it. Stop talking about your own self-interest. Don't talk about, do you know anybody? I need some money. Do you know anybody? Do you know anybody? No, don't do it that way. There's something that's touched all of you in your life, something that you can talk deeply about because it's important to you. So let's laundry list some of those things. Okay, homeless people. Okay, some kind of health problem, multiple sclerosis, lupus, heart and stroke. Okay, somebody's had cancer in your family. Okay, animal abuse, child abuse, whatever it is that's important to you. This is going to be your worthy cause. And then I'm going to show you how to do the marketing, and I'm going to give you the words, and I'm going to show you how to systemize this. And we, together, working together, we're going to program your prospects, the people in your world, to understand your worthy cause marketing. Write that down, worthy cause marketing. Okay, now, giveaway again. If you want this, just type into comments referrals with an S, and I'll make sure you get this so to get you started. You can at least start to think about this. So, look, I've had a good time here today, but you should check out my stuff. Watch all my videos. Go to Craig Proctor, go to my Facebook page, and binge watch. Like this is like Netflix, right? Binge watch it because I talk every week about, give you an example of something that's working really well for me and for my thousands of Realtor members all over the country. So make sure you turn on notifications. Please smash the like button. Give me a thumbs up. Give me a little heart if you like this. And thank you so much for taking the time to watch this today, folks. And we'll see you again soon. Take care. Have yourself a great day.